There's something in here with us.
God.
That ball has moved.
Look at your meter, look at your meter.
Would you please tell us your name?
Hi, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Great to see you, Shah.
Thank you. It's good to see everyone again. It's been a long time.
First time. Oh, it's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks for having
Oh,
me.
what do you mean thanks for having you? You're part of the gang.
Thanks for being had. There you go.
Oh, no, that's a Paul joke.
That's a Paul joke.
That's a
I
Paul
know. Leading into
Too slow.
Oh, well. So, there was that railway station that we visited that time.
Serviceton.
Serviceton. Yeah.
Whereabouts exactly is that?
So Serviceton's roughly on the border of South Australia and Victoria.
Okay.
So kind of middle of nowhere, but it's a massive train station. Reason being that the train lines change between the colonies. So 2 trains had to pull up beside each other. So everyone would have to get off and hop on the next train, which meant then prisoners had to be kept in cells underneath. There's morgue to keep bodies if they were transferring. So massive station, and it's in the middle of nowhere, and it's abandoned, and it's incredible.
It's abandoned.
Yeah.
I remember that. But it's big, isn't it? It's big. I remember it being
It's huge.
It's near Bordertown, isn't it?
Is it
Yeah,
not?
close.
Yeah.
They thought it was on the border of South Australia and Victoria, but it's nowhere actually near it. Well, it is near it, but it's not actually on the border. Yeah. But the platform has to be long enough that 2 trains can pull up. And this is back in the day, you got to imagine too that we're 2 separate colonies. So you've actually got to go through a border control. So you've got to go through customs on one side, customs the next side, and then hop back on the train. So it's a really fascinating building.
Wow. I don't remember heaps about when we went there.
No, I don't.
But I think Loz thought there was a lot happening there. So
Did you get a lot of stuff there, Loz?
Yeah. Yeah, I kept feeling like a cobweb, feeling like something was touching me. Because I think it was only males really allowed down here. Ooh, something just hit my hand.
I think you walked into the wall.
Was it a spider?
No, I think you just walked into the wall.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I didn't. You would have got, if you were watching my hands, you would have got that. I didn't hit the wall.
Okay.
Something either touched me or fell on me.
You've been saying that a few things have been touching your hands.
Yeah.
So,
There's been so much that I've been touched multiple times tonight now.
which makes a lot of sense because women wouldn't have been allowed down here with male prisoners sort of locked up in here.
Yeah.
I'm sure they wouldn't have kept female and male prisoners together at that time.
Yeah.
It's the one with the really. Do you remember standing out there and having that super fast train, really creepy, just roar in? We were out there, and we actually filming. We were probably only a meter from, which probably should have been back further. The speed of that train, but it was the creepiest sound of this thing just flying in, and we had to try and stay still for this shot, and it was like. The whole thing was just shaking because it doesn't slow down, does it?
No, it doesn't.
It goes bang straight through. I've never seen a train go through a station that fast.
And they would have had no idea that we're there. We had the lights on, the log fires going.
Yeah,
We were probably in period costume, I think. Yeah.
Maybe you didn't go, Shah, to that
So I'm
one.
just wondering.
I'm sure that I did now. Hang on, this sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Did we not go out? This is stupid. Do we not go out for dinner as well? To like in this like
Yeah, the Conniva pub.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the one. I remember that, but like
You remember the dinner.
I remember the dinner. Let's keep on talking and I'm sure that I'll remember. But I do remember that. So I'm getting there.
And some of Rob's team had period costume and stuff on, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's coming back.
Okay. Well, we've got some really interesting footage tonight that Rob wants to show. Rob, I'm going to let you tell us a little bit about this. What was the context? Before I show the footage, what was the context? Where is it and what was going on?
Okay, brilliant. So this is when we were all there together. And I don't know if you remember, but I went around and I put cameras all over the building and just recorded the building, and took ages, like always, to go back to actually view the footage. But the room that we're going to look at is now a museum room. So it's got a lot of random objects in it that weren't necessarily there, but it was the station master's office. So if you can remember, we had the big setup in the big ballroom, and then we walked out of the ballroom. There was a staircase that went upstairs to the residence, and there was a doorway off to the left, which went into the station master's office. And this is where the footage is. So I've got the camera sort of looking in that room. So you see the doorway, you see the fireplace, and there's a table just with museum objects on it.
I'll just show the room now, so everyone should be able to see that. So that's the room you're talking about, Rob?
This is the room. So the camera's just there to see if we can pick up really anything coming in and out of the hallway. But what we picked up is it's the table. So you need to watch the table. And there's two things are going to happen. Something's going to happen with the table, but there's going to be an orb at the same time. And this is why it's so exciting that there's two things that are about to happen.
I love this footage. Okay, I'm going to play it. Watch the table.
No.
That is awesome.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Did you see the orb go over at the same time?
Yes.
There was
No, I
two.
didn't see the orb. Rewind.
Oh, I'll play it again. Hang on.
Was that two? Was there a shadow before?
That's
the second orb?
amazing.
Like a.
The orb above the chair, sort of just.
But there's also another one
There's
sort of,
two. Yeah.
yeah, up a bit halfway up the wall or something. I'll play it again.
Oh.
Yes.
See the orb, everyone?
Three.
There's three of them.
Yeah.
Three.
And one of the
That
orbs
is-
comes from the
Oh.
chair there.
It's the fourth
Yeah.
one.
Is there a fourth
There's-
one?
yeah, just
All right, hang on.
Yeah,
I gotta play it
after,
again.
like
That's
after,
slow mo.
yeah, after the fact, like just at the end, there was another look.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, slow mo. Do we have that?
Mm. Oh, that chair, that blows me away every time.
Oh. That's
So
incredible.
Orbs.
One,
Orbs.
it's,
2,
Yeah.
3.
And then another one will come up soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
4.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
cool.
with that first one, is that two orbs or some, or like? Can you play that the first one and just sort of pause it? I don't know if you can pause it in.
There are like three of them, I think.
Oh,
And I'll see if I can pause it.
there was one right at the start. Then did you see that as well?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just blown away by the chair.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Two.
Pause it now. I see. Yeah, they're different. Yeah, so they're going at different speeds. So
Yeah.
there was two that came in. Yeah.
I'm sure I saw one come out past the chair.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, no, it
There are
does, yeah.
several of them, aren't there? Hang on, I'll run it again and see if I can just keep pausing it. Is there any way to slow it down? I don't know.
Can you in the settings? You might be able to play it slower. Like
Where are the settings for this?
Mm.
Let's try 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just there's orbs.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I missed it.
Orbs.
Orbs.
Doorway. The fact that you've got the orbs and the movement of the chairs.
It's crazy. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Just
pretty
love
cool.
it.
That is so cool. Oh my
That is
gosh.
really cool.
That's some of the best footage I've ever seen.
Yeah, and isn't it interesting because it wasn't focused on anything on the table. It was just the camera's focused on the hallway, hoping that
Yeah.
something would come through the door.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you remember, but the main ghost that's reported in the station is the station master's wife, and she's quite often seen in the bedroom upstairs around 1 o'clock in the morning. It's roughly around the same time as the train comes.